My name is Chan Davis, and I live here in Thompson Station, and I am a cost analyst. And anytime I say that, I have to explain it multiple times before people completely understand. The short version and the short explanation is I audit the vendors that companies do business with. When we look at an ideal client profile, we want to see a business such as manufacturing, distilleries, multiple location restaurants, multiple location automotive groups. We're looking for companies. Golf courses are a really good vertical for us. We're looking for companies that spend about $100,000 a year in their bills, and we're talking about non-payroll expenses. So we look at electricity, gas, water, sewer, linens, property taxes, waste management, waste, which is one of the largest things that we do. Waste is, we love trash. So we kind of call ourselves Oscar because we love trash. So we have about 8 or 9, and we're adding different verticals. We're going into cloud and IT storage, data storage, because that's kind of the wave of the future. But what we find is that 92% right now is the finite number. 92% of all companies that we look at have an average overcharge from these vendors, 25 to 30% throughout the year. It doesn't happen on every bill. It doesn't happen in every situation. There are those exclusions where you have CFOs and controllers who are on top of their game and understand the code that the bills are written in, the industry code from the electric company or waste management or whoever it is. 92% of those have no idea how to read those bills. We have a team of experts that basically love to find these errors. So they get up and eat numbers for breakfast. I just do the back end work of finding people that need this. So we don't charge for our services, and we do these audits for free. So there's no risk for our clients. The only thing that we ask on the back end is if we find savings, we'll share in those expenses, and we'll get some of those savings that we found. If we get a refund check for you for $1,000, we just want a little piece of it. So I went through college with the mindset of packaging my passions. And I've always believed that if you work your passion, you never work. So I went to Mississippi State University for 2 years, and then I finished up my broadcast journalism career our college career in Columbus, Mississippi, at a place called MUW. And I packaged the 2 things that I knew how to do the best, which were write and play sports. But I played that through and through in my mind is how am I going to package my passions? I love sports. I love to write. So I'm going to be a sports writer. And I did that for 20 years. But as you grow older, your passions shift, your passions change as you learn more about the world, you learn more about people and the planet. So as I grew and matured into a business world, after I retired from the journalism industry about 7 years ago, and I went into the business world, I was searching for my next passion, which was planet and people and profits. And this came to me. I joined when I was in Arkansas. I lived in Arkansas for the last 8 years prior to moving here, and I joined a group that was designed to create jobs in the sustainability sector. I met someone while I was sitting on this committee who works for the company that I work for now. And after 4 years really, of not talking to him at all, but we were friends on Facebook, social media guys. We were friends on Facebook, and he put out a message that he needed some help in Nashville. And he didn't say what, he just said, I need some help in Nashville. Do I have anyone over there? So I answered the call. I did what he needed done, and then he asked me if I would be interested in talking to the president of the company to come into the business. So and then it took about 6 months to make a decision and get the franchise started. Um, so I'm a networker. I build relationships, and I think if I could say one most important thing in business, relationships is the key. It is the priority to what you do and how you do it. You can have the best service, you can have the best product, but if you don't build the relationships to promote those, you're not going to be successful in the long haul. Networking is not about building my business. Networking is about helping other people find success. And so when I go into the networking world, that is my goal. That's probably the most important thing that I do is connecting other people. So that's what I do all day. Is I hammer away at emails. When we get done here today, I'll get in my car. I have some people to go visit and shake hands and look them in the eyeballs. And but that's the key for me, and that's what I do every day. Is I make connections, I build my network, and building your network helps you build your net worth. In high school, you're going to be pushed toward college. You're going to be pushed toward getting a college degree. You're going to be pushed toward spending a lot of money to get that college degree and going deep into debt. There are some courses that would be very, very helpful to do what we do, but it's not mandatory. There are things that you can do. If you have $50,000 or the resources to go get $50,000, you can own a franchise of your own and own your own business. We push kids these days into the college without thinking about entrepreneurship, without thinking about trades. We need people to build houses. We need people to do those things. And we need people to run businesses. Otherwise, you'd never have a Subway sandwich because they're all franchised. So there are opportunities out there that one way or another, you're going to go in debt, whether it be by time or by money. This is time investment. There's a little financial investment on the front end when you buy a franchise, but there's a time investment that you have to put into it more so than the financial. And then you don't put 4 years of education into it, you put 4 years of relationship building. And there's fruits to those labors. Be kind. Think with your heart and not your head. Because when all else fails, there's very few things that you can bring to the table that don't cost anything, but being kind is one of them. Be on time and be kind. And that would probably be the two things that I would go back and tell myself. Always be on time and always be kind.